Alrighty, solving simple equations. For example 1, we have to solve each equation and justify each step and check your answer. Okay, so x minus 3 equals negative 5. Alright, if I want to get rid of this minus, then I have to do the opposite. I have to add. Whatever you add to the left side, you have to add to the right. So that's x is equal to negative 5 plus 3. And justifying the step would mean we would write this is based off of the addition property of equality. All right, and then x is equal to negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. All right, now if you've had trouble with negatives and positives, this is what you need to do. All right, that's the first number. That's the number you're starting at, negative 5. All right, then you're adding 3. So you're either going to the positive direction or you're going in the negative direction. If you're adding 3, you're going to the right. So adding 3, we go 1, 2, 3. Now where's that going to take us? Well, that's negative 4, that's negative 3, and that's negative 2. So that's our answer, negative 2 then. All right, and you could check your answer as well. Just take it and plug it in. So you get negative 2 minus 3 equals negative 5. Is that true? Well, once again, you could draw a number line starting off at negative 2, and we're subtracting 3, so I'm going to go to the left. 1, 2, 3. So negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Yep, that's right. All right, part B, I have to isolate the variable, get it by itself. So this time I'm going to go from the right to the left. So I subtract 2.8. All right. And I get 0.9 minus 2.8 equals y. Okay. So now I have 0.9 minus 2.8 equals y. And this was by the subtraction property of equality. Okay, so 0.9 minus 2.8, what is that? Well, we're going to take the bigger number, 2.8, and we'll subtract the smaller number. So I'm going to have to borrow here, get 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. Just bring down the decimal point, and then I have 1. Okay, and now since the bigger number was negative, that means my result is negative. So I have negative 1.9 equals y. And you could check your answer by plugging it in. So you get 0.9 is equal to negative 1.9 plus 2.8. All right, so then working this out, we would have 2.8 minus 1.9. And once again, you just borrow. It's getting a little squished here. And then you get 18 minus 9 is 9, and then negative 1 minus 1, that's just 0, so you get 0.9. Yep, they're the same. You've checked your answer. All right, going to the next examples. Solve each equation, justify each step, check your answer. Okay, here we have a fraction, and we don't like fractions, right? How do you get rid of a fraction easily? Well, in this case, we just multiply by the denominator. And at the same time, we're going to get rid of the negative. So we just multiply by negative 5, both sides. All right, so these cancel out. And I get n is equal to 15. And that's simply the multiplication property. And that's quite messy, sorry about that, of equality. All right, and you already have your answer then. If you want to check your answer, just plug it in. And you got negative 15 over 5 equals negative 3. Is that true? Yes, it's true. It's good. You've checked your answer. All right, for the next problem, we have pi x equals negative 2 pi. Okay, I want to get x by itself, so I just divide by the number that's next to it. If it was a 2, you divide by 2. Pi is a number, so just divide by pi. Pi's cancel. X is equal to, well, pi's cancel on the right side too, -2. And the property that we used to justify our step, this was the division property of equality. Alrighty? And if you want to check your answer, just plug it in. And we get -2, or sorry, pi times -2 is equal to -2 pi. And since you're multiplying these, you can just rearrange the order of the values. -2 pi equals -2 pi. Yep, that's true. All right, next example. 1.3z is equal to 5.2. All right, I need to divide by 1.3, so it cancels out. And I'm left with z is equal to 5.2 divided by 1.3. Now, what is that? Now, we just once again applied the division property of equality. Okay, so what's 5.2 divided by 1.3? Well, we use long division. How many times is 1.3 going to 5.2? If that's difficult for you to think about, just do it this way. I could convert these numbers to whole numbers by shifting this decimal over once. And whatever I do to this value, I also have to do to this value. Shift the decimal over once. So instead, I'm going to be working with 13 and 52. And that's much easier for people to conceptualize. All right, those are easier numbers for people to work with. So 13 goes into 52 how many times? It goes in there 4 times. 4 times 13 is 52. Difference is 0. All right, so z is equal to 4. Now if you want to check your answer, just plug it in. And we got 1.3 times 4 is equal to 5.2. All right, 4 times 1.3 is 5.2. So 5.2 equals 5.2. Good, we've checked our answer. And you could do a vertical multiplication. You're allowed to use your calculator as well, but you should definitely know how to do these things by hand and in your head. It helps even more. Whenever you could do something in your head, it allows you to be more efficient. So 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. Count the decimal places. We only have 1 here to work with, so we move over 5.2. All right, just in case you needed a refresher. All right, now that's all there is to the lesson. Go ahead and start the assignment at the bottom of the page.